Hi Soul Fam, happy Monday. I hope that you had a beautiful weekend and I'm so excited to be connected here with you for your tarot card reading this week. As always, we are working with the Four Noble Tarot deck. I created this deck about a year and a half ago now, and if you would like to purchase it yourself, all of the details to do so are in the description box below. Also, if we haven't met before, my name is Frances and I am a Reiki master, tarot card reader. I love doing these readings with you every single Monday, and I also do one-on-one sessions for people all over the world. So if you are curious about working with me or if you are ready to book, also the details to do that will be in the description box. I would love to connect with you. I do book out about a week or two in advance. So if you are interested, I encourage you to look at my schedule at your earliest convenience. And besides that, let's go ahead and get started. So you can join me here, just breathing or watching, whatever you feel comfortable with, working in the light and the highest for everyone here's greatest good and deepest understanding at this time. Keeping my energy on, cleansed and protected, and theirs as well. Welcoming in my spiritual team and each and every person who is here, who is watching today or anytime in the future, welcoming their team forward as well. All right, what do we need to know this week or whenever you're watching this video? Just going to hover my hands over the cards, choose the ones calling for us. This week, first week of April 2024, or whenever you're watching this video. All right, so we have 3 cards, 2 cards, and 1 card. So let's dive in. First card of the set of 3. Ooh, 4 of Cups, Queen of Cups, and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so I'm going to show you these cards in just a moment, but I think it's important to highlight our emotions this week, our feelings this week, and kind of this idea of like a roller coaster a little bit, understanding that things always flip and turn. So when things are really good, optimize the good energy, because it naturally is going to go, we're going to go through hard times. And if you're in a hard time right now, you know, knowing that the good times are on their way and not getting too caught up in the present moment of what is happening now, but also seeing beyond that to a certain degree. I'll show you the cards specifically. So first card here, 4 of Cups. This card is telling you to see beyond the surface, to not be so hyper focused or even like fixed in your ways, to not get too stuck in any emotions that you're feeling, trying to let them flow through so that you can move past them. This card is also encouraging you to, again, like they keep saying, like see beyond what is there, and see through your intuition versus just the very tangible things in your reality. So what they mean by this, I can feel a lot of you are like, what does that mean? It's almost like if you're having, right, maybe like a heavy emotion, what's behind that feeling? So if you're feeling frustration, why are you feeling frustrated? Yes, in the tangible way, but what emotions is this actually triggering beneath the surface? So I am frustrated that I am in traffic. The reason that I am frustrated is because I am late to my meeting. But underneath the surface, that's probably triggering feelings of feeling less than, feelings of not feeling good enough, feelings of being afraid as being perceived as unprofessional, right? So getting underneath those feelings to the core of it. And then even in your day-to-day life, seeing beyond what is there means kind of like being mindful that you are living from an intuitive space, not from an ego space, that you are living from things that are true for you versus what you think they should be or what others expect of you, right? Being really, really intentional with what your world looks and feels like in alignment with who you are, because you are in Queen of Cups energy this week. This is the master of your emotions. This is the flow. This is the divine feminine. This is the embracing things as they are, letting them come, letting them go, but also knowing that you are worthy of creating the life that you want. In this royalty, in this sovereignty of Queen of Cups, it's asking you to let flow out what isn't truly yours, and to let flow in and or create what is truly yours, what is truly for you, to let that come. And that's maybe why under the surface things are feeling a little wishy-washy right now, because you're noticing like things seem okay, but things still feel a little weird. Like I don't understand why things are feeling kind of funky, because they look fine, but something's off. Yes, you're not just making that up. Like you are picking up on this energy where underneath the surface, things are actually not what you want them to be. They're either for someone else, or they're to prove something to someone else, or to appear a certain way to someone else. So Queen of Cups is asking you to define what you want and know that it's okay sometimes for things not to be great. It doesn't have to be pretty and perfect all the time. Wheel of Fortune also says anything can happen, right? So as they were saying before, yes, sometimes we're on these high highs, but not getting too big for our boots, knowing that things do dip. And when you're in the dip, knowing that you're going to come back up too, right? The flow, the ebb and the flow of life, the ebb and the flow of the natural way of the universe. And with it, anything is possible. So this Wheel of Fortune card is reminding you that things move, right? In alignment with that Queen of Cups energy. But how can we optimize that, right? How can you step into the ebb and flow, coming into a place of surrender and enjoying when things are great, but not having too much attachment to that? And I don't want this to feel like your team is saying you're not going to be happy all the time. That's not the case here. It's more that we don't have to have an attachment to happiness from the outside, i.e., things looking perfect, being perfect all the time. That is actually not alignment. Because if we were happy all the time, we would be bypassing all of the heavier feelings, all of the things that are not for us, and it would mean that we are not growing. Because if things are perfect and good all the time, that means that we are staying exactly where we are. And so these cards are coming through this week to allow you to let things flow, to let things change. Embrace where you are, optimize the energy, enjoy it, and know that if it doesn't feel good at any point, that's okay too. Let that change. Take a look at, again, like what's beyond what's there, so that you can get to those underlying feelings and then make the changes that need to happen, because anything is possible. You can create whatever you want. You are worthy of having and creating whatever you want. But in order to do that, you need to know what's at that foundation and make those changes, okay? Let me know if you have questions on that. Maybe pause on that. Maybe write some notes down, or feel like if you need a journal or meditate or something, or have a prompt for later. That was a lot, so maybe take a pause. Okay, when you're ready, we'll come into the next two cards. So we have, gosh, more cups. So Knight of Cups. Wow, so many cups, and Page of Cups. So this week, again, I really want you paying attention to your emotions. Just be mindful of them. Be gentle with yourself, okay? And acknowledge them. I want you to let them flow. Knight of Cups is saying, though, like ride the waves. Yeah. Knight of Cups is encouraging you to, there really isn't another way to put that this week. Like, ride the waves of your feelings, the ebb and the flow. Let them come, let them go. I don't want you ignoring them. It's going to make it harder for you to process these feelings. So whatever they are, let them come, see what's beneath the surface. And then you're going to get to this really beautiful stage of confidence where you're like, you know what? My emotions are amazing. My emotions are informative. My emotions are empowering. And when I am in alignment with my emotions, when I am allowing them to flow, understanding this is part of the human experience, and I'm so grateful for that, then I can hear very clearly and feel very clearly what is for me and what is not for me. And I can walk in confidence in that. And when I am walking in confidence of this Page of Cups card, letting my emotions be what they are, feeling no shame around them, that's when opportunity comes for me seemingly out of nowhere, because I am living in such truth of who I am, of how I feel, of what I want, of what I don't want, that I am walking this path so boldly. Universe goes, whoa, this person is ready for magic. here you go, boom. And it's almost like things just land in front of you. So this week, if you seem to get opportunity out of nowhere, luck, like kind of almost even like money out of nowhere, like random things, even just someone that you haven't talked to in a long time calls you, or I don't know, you've been wanting some type of emotional fulfillment and that comes, it's not too good to be true. Accept it, right? You've done the work to define what you want. So please do that work, preferably earlier in the week if you can. You've made the changes to clear out what you don't want. And now universe is like, great job, here you go. Take it, accept it. You are worthy of it. Remember, Queen of Cups. So I don't want you overthinking it. If things seem to be clicking into place, take them. If things are not feeling like they're clicking into place, please keep doing the work of the emotions that came up before, because things will click into place in due time. We're getting the ball rolling this week. So some of you might feel the results this week. Some of you, it might be later on. That's okay. But I really want you paying attention to your feelings this week, the feelings under the feelings, what needs healing, what needs realigning and shifting. Okay? They've been quite repetitive, so very strong message, okay? And then lastly, we have Ace of Pentacles. I love this for us. So Ace of Pentacles, I just felt like Alexis if you watch Schitt's Creek. I'm like, love this for us. But Ace of Pentacles, this is the card of new beginnings in the tangible sense. Abundance. Financial abundance and abundance of time, energy, opportunity, clarity. This is also new beginnings in terms of like, again, your tangible world, your home, career opportunities, habits, the way that you move through the world, mindset, your brain, your thinking, your like kind of like the way brain kind of like loops in habits, like we can reframe those things and start new, what's the word that I'm looking for? New thought patterns. Yeah, because when your emotions are understood and flowing, when you create life in alignment with your true desire, that's when the tangible things can feel a lot more accessible, right? You feel passionate, so you want to dive into work, therefore abundance flows. You feel open to receiving, therefore abundance flows. You feel excited to dive into your life, therefore the tangible things in your life feel better. You feel passionate about starting new ways of living. It's very springtime energy. Yeah, so maybe even spring cleaning this week, clearing your space to make more space, or rather, not even more space, clear your space to open the space for life to begin to really look and feel like what you want it to. And on top of that, they're saying clear space, clear mind. So cleaning up your home, cleaning up your energy, cleaning up your mind, your mindset, your thoughts, so that this new way of being has space to grow. It's almost like tending to the garden, right? Getting rid of the weeds, getting rid of the rocks, whatever else came with the storms and the rain, right? We clean that up. Maybe we add in some fertilizer. We plant our seeds with space to grow. We don't just throw all the seeds in a ball, right? We have to look at the pack, and it says like plant a 1/4 inch apart or whatever it is. Being mindful to give space for growth. But in order to give space, we must first clear space. Okay? So really beautiful new energy on the horizon, but in order to tap into it and receive from it and create within it, we have to do this work first. Okay? Cool. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful guidance this week. I would love to know how this resonated with you. So if you would like to leave that in the comments, please do. I would love to read it. If you feel called to donate to the Love Jar, this is my PayPal donation link. I will leave that in the description box below. I appreciate every single penny that comes my way. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I see your name. I send you the biggest, biggest hug. This helps me to show up with energy for you every week. So thank you again for that. If you haven't already, please like this video if you received something from it. And please subscribe to this channel if you haven't, and share with a friend, a family member, someone who you think would receive from these videos. In the meantime, I hope you have a beautiful week, and I will see you again next Monday.